We are going live with an absolutely free Tuesday mashup. Forget about the Monday mashup. There wasn't enough on. We're going with the Tuesday mashup. We're 61 and 41 on the year, 60% on free YouTube games. We're 7 and 4, 63% on big ticket plays. Probably going to have another big ticket sometime this weekend. That's when the action seems to be hot enough to be able to safely and securely select a big ticket. But let's dive into YouTube games for the week. We have two games that are very high in juice today, so we're going to parlay them. We're going to go two games, high in juice, parlay, Tuesday mashup, one from baseball, one from the NBA. We don't roll with the NBA very often, but in this particular situation, we like what we're seeing. Let's get right into it. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Washington Nationals. Nationals are struggling right now, 24 and 32. Lack of offense, averaging 3.8 runs per game, 25th in the MLB. They're struggling on the road, 11 and 17. The Rays, on the other hand, have been a powerhouse. Their bullpen's amazing. Their hitting's amazing. They're leading the AL East, 38 and 23. 19 of their last 23 games they have won. They're red hot. They're getting the job done everywhere, like I said, offensively, averaging 5 runs per game, third in the MLB. Defensively, allowing 3.7 per game, fifth in the MLB. Pitching, you got Glasnow. He's taking the mound tonight, 4-2 record, 2.69 ERA, 0.92 WHIP. Now, we will say against the Nats in 5 starts, he does have a 7.53 ERA. So that is something that gets us a little bit nervous. But Lester on the other side, he's a shell of his former self. He's 0-2 on the year. He has a 4.37 ERA, a 1.37 WHIP. Uphill battle. They're 2-7 in the last 9 games, and that's we don't see them beating the Rays. The juice is there, the money line juice is there. It's like minus 210, but we're going with it, and we're parlaying it with. We're just going to tell you straight out, right? Trust the process. Philadelphia 76ers. Game 1 they did not take. It was a doozy. The Hawks were up huge in the third quarter. 76ers made a late push, but it wasn't enough. We don't think it's going to happen again. They had a 17-0 run in the second quarter with the fact that there were 6 minutes with no points from the 76ers. Just too much for them to overcome. You have Coach Doc Rivers, who, first of all, we always say, ever since he started getting involved in political talk, his coaching skills have gone way down. He lost a job because of it, we think. Don't lose another one, Doc. Win this game. Let's keep this thing together here. Okay? You have a nice stretch here where these two teams, they run. Okay? All you have to do, 76ers, is contain the runs from the opponent, and you'll be fine. Now, two differences in this game where you have 3-point shooting and turnovers. The Hawks made 23 pointers, 43%. You can't let that happen again. Now, the 76ers, they were shooting 34%. The Hawks were forcing 19 turnovers versus the 9 from the 76ers, just not getting the job done. Trae Young put on a clinic also, and he's been putting on a clinic. 35 points coming in the first half alone. He was able to really distribute the ball in the second half, didn't get as many points, but he was able to pick up 10 assists overall, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Very beautiful game. You have Embiid, who was a game-time decision in the last game. He really carried the 76ers. He's going to really be able to push it up a notch. Now they're going to have the home court advantage. Number one, guys, we don't see the 76ers losing 2 straight games at home. If you follow basketball playoffs, you know that very high-quality teams, they just don't let themselves do it. If they do drop that first one, usually they leave it all on the court in the second game. So we see them doing that. We don't see them letting themselves fall at home 2-0 to the Hawks. Not going to happen. So I just think it's an easy money line here. So you money line the Rays with the 76ers. You cash yourself a nice ticket. $100 bet should pay pretty close to even, maybe a little bit less, but it's a very safe, secure 2-team parlay. Mash it together and enjoy it. I will see you tomorrow for another MLB play.